just do a special episode.
All right,
of
guys,
Witches.
we are back for the final hour of our show tonight. Um,
Cool.
we're heading into town. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
so
heading to
you guys,
Gergovian.
you guys camped out and didn't encounter any issues on your trip to Gregovian. You guys are approaching the city. Is there anything you want to do before heading there?
Yeah.
Try and
Who's-
hide this family.
Is anybody in the
and tell them to
wagon with me? No, so I say, Brom, get up here for a minute.
Yeah, he's just like sitting behind you in the wagon. So
Yeah, I call him to the, up next to me.
excuse me. Yes. Well,
As I tell my friends repeatedly, that's up to Allison. I'm fine though.
shut up.
It's
that's
cool
why I
if we
was-
don't
keep
though.
going. Keep going.
Yes, so I say, Brom,
Yes. Yeah.
keep quiet, let me do the talking, just don't say anything, okay? But that
Okay.
said, and I pull out my Stillman Duffelwurst ID, my papers, and I say, for whatever reason, I'll give you the wink and the nod if you should pull these out, but don't unless I tell you
Okay.
to. Okay.
What do they say? I can't read.
Your name is Stillman, and you're a low Stillman,
Stillman.
and
Okay.
you're a low-level merchant. You were carrying dyes.
All right.
Just roll with it. It's
Sure.
fine.
Sure. Yes.
I'll cover
yes,
the rest.
That'll work.
You were kidnapped,
What
which
about
you
Aaliyah?
basically were. Huh?
What about Aaliyah? She needs one of these too.
I
I
don't
think
have
Rust will be fine, but
We don't have them. It's okay. This is just in case they ask you to, because you're sitting right here. But for the time being, my writ should be fine. Just assume that unless I tell you otherwise. Okay? But if we should become separate for some reason, at least you can protect your family somewhat with this. I'm just looking out for all eventualities, all right?
I know. I appreciate that, Durin, but all adults need one. Like
Lie.
I say, get in the...
You were mugged. She
Sti-
got her stolen.
Stillman,
Okay,
Stillman,
okay.
get in the back. I push him back.
okay, all right, fine. Cool. Yeah. So you guys roll on up. And Durian, I assume you're in the lead wagon.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you roll up. There's a line of people, getting checked and going through, and there's some guards like walking around, and they're
I
kind
tell
of like,
the party before, as we first get into line, I'm like,
Yeah.
please, I will keep my cool, but for the love of God, let me do the talking, all right? We need to be a little bit deft here.
I do the zipped lips kind of motion and say, "Yes, dear, husband of mine."
No, it's Durian for right now, but
Oh, okay, never mind.
Nina, okay?
Yeah, back to Nino.
Okay. I mean, you guys can go by whatever you want to go by. I'll remember it, but I'm pulling out our official writ to get through here.
so they're like soldiers kind of walking up and down the line of people to get in. They
Mm-hmm.
kind of look in the wagon and they see there are people there, and you can see them obviously like counting people and
Mm-hmm.
looking in, talking to a couple of the other guards.
I just nod to the guards, but don't
Yeah.
make it an issue. Confident
cool.
in purpose, driving forward.
Yeah, so you eventually get to the head of the line, and like a lieutenant or whatever comes over and says, "Got a lot of people with you, sir. Can I see some ID?"
Yes, absolutely. I pull out Durian Burr and I pull out official business of the CN Council, Lord Tegan. I say, we're recovering stolen property. Thieves on the
It's like-
roadway.
I see. Is
These
it
people
just
were contraband, part of the stolen property. It's a terrible thing, Captain, if I do say that people
it's-
would be...
just lieutenant, sir, and I probably better that I don't know. Is it just this wagon or?
It's this
They-
and the cart behind. They all have legitimate
Wait.
papers. They're part of our party. That's
I see.
That's
Yes,
Evelyn
they.
there, et cetera, et cetera. They can
Your
show their
friends
papers.
have
to go
a
through.
look about them. Yes.
But that said, we carry important cargo and we'd like to make all haste to see. And there's no reason there should be any.
He kind of like shushes you a bit and looks around because, there are a lot of people around. He's like,
I'm not
I
speaking
get
too
it, I get it.
loudly. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, sir, No problem. Please go right ahead.
Thank you. Okay, move on in, dude.
All right. Yeah.
It's like without rolling, I rolled a nat 20 when I needed a DC 15. Apparently, DC 10.
I mean, you showed him the right papers. You guys roll right in.
Yeah.
You're in Gregovian. What do you do?
What time of day is it? It's probably pretty early in the day, isn't it?
It took you at least half a day to get here because you weren't like super close even once you got out of the woods. So
I pull away from the gate and make my way to or lead us towards the gate out of town going southwest or whatever, towards Haosi.
Yep.
And then when we get sort of on the other side of town, I call together the party.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean you're just riding
Yeah.
2 wagons down, I assume, or whoever's on
say,
the horse, whatever.
I go to Fawn.
Yes.
One question though first. Have you still been telling Swiftwind to stay out of town? I made that assumption, but correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, we always tell him to stay out of town, but he
Oh.
does what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking what you told him though. So
We would have told him as usual.
okay, cool.
Until we got to Cien at least, anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Whether he listens or not is up to him.
Yep, just a point of order.
Yeah.
You,
I say to
To phone.
I call over Fawn. I say, Caben, keep an eye on our cargo, if you would, for a minute.
Okay.
Fawn, Nina,
Yes.
Yes.
decision time. I'm thinking about all the hiccups that can go wrong. What's better? Stay out on the road, camp at night, or stay in town? Now remember, we have a certain gnome who likes to dog our heels, especially when we stop in town and we have a rather large chest with us.
In my opinion, on the road, we want to get Cien and get rid of this ASAP.
I disagree. I think we should stay in town because at least there's guards in the town. Whereas if we're on the road, we could be caught off guard and he might have more people.
If
Fawn,
we're in
I
town,
agree.
there's
I agree
more
with you, but fat a lot of good they've done us recently.
There's also the fact that if we're in town, there's more chance people will steal the cargo. At least on the road, they have to come to our campsite.
Which is
Alright.
much easier to sneak up on versus being in town.
Guys, I'm
Our
totally
husband
torn
of fake
here.
cargo got stolen in town.
I see both of these arguments, and the fact that you're split on it does me good. We'll leave it to Caven, right? We'll see which way he goes.
Don't tell him that he's the deciding factor, though.
Yeah, I won't. I walk over to Caven, and I'm like, oh, Caven, what do you think, man? We got some valuables here. Camp on the road, or, safety just amongst us, or camp in town? You got to hear our discussion, but you gotta roleplay it like you didn't.
What?
Were you not listening? Oh, good.
Perfect Caven answer. Huh?
Yes.
All right.
Am I back
Explain it.
with the people?
No. I walked over to you, so we had a private conversation while you were watching the wagon.
It was really
then I
private
walked
because you
over.
weren't actually listening.
Okay.
And I say, what do you think? Should we press on, camp outside town to make better time? And, we know, fewer variables in the town or safety in the town. What do you think?
I think camping outside. Kevin's a fan of the outdoors, so probably that's what he would say.
Okay.
Less people, and if people are here, or people do come the night, we can handle them, I think.
Okay. Let's make plans to press on. We'll leave in a couple minutes. We'll try and get as far away from town as we can before we stop.
Okay.
I walk back to them. I still don't get it, Travis.
God damn it.
Porn, got it. It's about porn.
Ah.
I go back to Fawn and I say,
I meant, switch over
On.
to R.
I like your instinct, and Caben went the other way, but
You know,
That's it.
we
I-
do what the majority wants, and that's fine.
I'm not rubbing it in. I'm more saying that I would rather stay in town, but of late, I have a feeling that anything that would happen with
So what you're saying is we stay not in town. Got it.
Well, I'm just explaining the reasoning that,
That you don't need to
that
during
anything bad that's going to happen is going to happen before guards can ever respond. Sadly.
At least outside of town, we don't have to worry about explaining our actions.
I'm just not rubbing it in your face. I'm more saying that I understand your reasoning and I respect your opinion.
Okay.
So we pack it in and we head out the gate, Travis.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just stop, grab a few quick supplies, and head out. No problem. You walk right out. You've got another half day of travel in you, so cool. You guys travel for another half a day or so and make camp.
How far do we think we are from Haosi?
It's usually a 2.5, 3 day trip, so if you push it
that's-
a little bit, you can
I was
get
going to
there.
say, if it was going to be like a long day's travel, I would have pushed further into the night with this day, but it doesn't matter. We stop around close to sundown and make camp.
Okay, cool,
Same deal, 2-person watches.
awesome.
Right, guys? You guys agree? Okay.
Yeah, no problem. So, are you talking much to Brahm, Aaliyah, even Russell?
Yeah.
Small talk, why not?
I'm not really talking to Brahm or to Aaliyah, but I am talking to Russell a bunch.
Okay. Like, his parents keep him pretty close when they...
No, I mean
See
I'm
that?
not like
No
I'm not,
problem.
like ignoring them, but my attention.
He's
is
being all
clearly-
creepy.
He's like,
Focusing on the
come
kid.
here, Russell.
So the second night, so this night after Gobian, I break out my flute and I play like little silly tunes, like and sing a little, like a little poetry song of like a silly limerick
Yeah.
of a guy who falls
Little
flat on
limerick,
his face all the time. Like, I don't know. Russell, I get. I was
Okay.
once
Yeah,
Russell,
he
so-
seems highly amused by all this.
I'll talk,
Yeah.
if we're sitting around the fire or whatever, I'll ask Braun, you guys are from Platinus, right?
What? Yeah. And he was like watching Durian as he's playing and like amusing his kid. Yes. Yeah. We originally were from Torhold, but we'd moved to Phoenix Point when stuff got dicey and
Yeah, we passed by Phoenix Point kind of just before everything went to shit, I guess. How is it? How's the country?
Phoenix Point crowded. Oh, Palatinus.
To shit.
You know, he kind of hems and haws a little bit, and he says, "Well, our army is better than theirs. Their navy is better than ours. This is well known. Every kid in Palatinus knows that we've got the better army. Every kid in they have the better navy. It's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Unless you're a soldier or a noble or someone in the know, you don't hear much. But I did get some word from a few friends down south. It seemed like they were blockading Steamport. Or excuse me, they were blockading Deepwater in the south, and we couldn't get any, nothing could come in there. Our fleet, even though it's smaller, could hold the north out, but who knows how long that could last. Then again, our army was making a good push into Taurus, so they have us by sea, we have them by land. I don't know if it's enough, though, to break to their capital or
Yeah.
convince them to fuck off.
Well, I hope it's sometime safe for you guys to return back home at some point. And we had a little sit down with your king at one time, and he just seemed a little angsty for battle.
Yeah, so your buddy there with the flute, pulled out a medal that thought I might have heard of. Is that you guys?
I had stopped. I was like,
The
you've heard
dragon?
of it.
You're like entertaining the
Oh,
kid.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
that's
not-
fine.
you're
Yeah,
not
that's fine.
hearing.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
I say,
thank you.
yeah, if you,
Can I see that?
sure, I'll take my medal out and show it to him.
Okay, yeah, he looks it over and he's like, well, I can't read, but one of the few things I can recognize is the name of my own country. And
I can't read either.
Nadzi's like,
Well, if you heard the
Well,
story,
that
I'm
might
corner
be
going,
you guys had a little dragon problem up in your, above the Voluminous Mines, I believe.
he actually laughs like you almost see his, like some of the tension release, and he just laughs. He's like, "Little dragon problem." My God, I'm glad I didn't have to fight you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna like walk over like a
He's
question.
having kind of a private conversation.
Oh,
You just walk over and say, I delivered.
Yeah, you know, I killed the dragon. I killed the dragon.
No. I'll walk over to the wife now because I only had a couple of questions anyway.
I like that we had the same thought.
Yeah. So he looks at you, Caben, and he's like, "Well, at least you seem like friendly faces. I appreciate any help you can give us, but you know, we paid them all our money to
Yeah,
try and get out of here. So,
understand. Well,
but we appreciate it. We're still alive. It's
yeah, and I
you know, and he kind of like reaches over and ruffles Russell's hair. So
when we get to CN, we'll definitely vouch for you, but I honestly don't know what's gonna happen.
I mean, you're talking to their. So this council rules them?
Yeah, like we were on a mission for the council, and so it's like I said, I don't foresee it being like them calling you traitors or anything, or spies or anything. But like I said, we have it in with the council, and we'll see you on your way.
Well, our lives are in your hands at this point, so I appreciate any help you can give us.
Yeah.
So Nina, you were sliding over to the wife.
And
Yeah, she's also kind of like watching Durian play. What do you do?
like so, and I look down like so
Slide
how
the
far
hand up her
along?
leg.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Sorry,
What?
sorry.
How far along? You said she was pregnant.
Yeah, she kind of like starts a little at you and it's like, God, how long has it been? 9.5 months now.
So that's like any day ready, Travis.
Calendar's different, remember, guys.
Oh,
Human
you
gestation
troll.
period
Oh
is
my God, Travis!
Bro, so it's like, and her water breaks right at them.
No, it's
Come
not.
on,
It's a,
okay.
Time to
it's
deliver a baby, guys. Go.
settle down. It's a little less than 11 months is a human pregnancy.
Okay, thank you. Then. I like the.
Close, though.
Yeah,
She's
the
a-
baby
she's a
bump is
child.
real.
Yeah.
So not too far off.
No.
Have you decided on a name? If it was a boy or girl?
I don't know. She kind of looks at her husband and leans in close and says, "We've already got a boy. I'm hoping for a girl. Don't tell him that. He wants nothing but sons."
So I understand. You said you were from Torhold, right?
Yeah, originally.
I was wondering, since you live in that region, is it possible for tourists to send trade into CN with the current standing of the conflict, or
She kind of
she
shakes
lived
her
in
head.
that area, so
She shakes her head and says, "I'm not a soldier. I don't know where the front lines are."
it's like not too long ago I ran into the caravan of tourists, and it seemed odd that they could get a caravan into CN. I don't know, it just
She shrugs and says, "I'm not a merchant either."
do you know the roads at all near Torhold? Or
The road in and the road out.
She deadpans at you and says, "I've been in a box for the whole trip.
I meant before the war, you know.
Before the war, I lived in Torhold."
Well, I guess I could just keep making small talk about kids and children and names.
Okay. Yeah, she like lightens up and
Yeah, I see this is not going anywhere, so I'm like, okay. Keep it more relevant to her situation then.
Yeah, you get the like. So you had heard that Brahm was like a blacksmith, so like these people probably weren't very mobile, right? They
Yeah.
plan was probably live in Taurus, do blacksmith shit. Obviously, that didn't work out.
You mean live in Flatness, Taurus? I take
Torhole,
it.
sorry.
Cool. Yeah. I'm like, Taurus, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I guess anything else for tonight, Fawn? You're just kind of like
I'm just hanging out, listening.
Yeah, you're
not
eating
really,
your trail
I'm not.
mix.
I'm not sharing anything personal with them because I don't know them well enough, and they're humans.
Oh,
So
yeah. You're like calculating. If I stab him under the chin, I can probably get him in one blow.
nah.
If needed. If
If
needed.
I hit him with the rod of ice, we would go down like this guy's in the bottom of ice.
Before,
So
oh,
I play a little bit of song.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. I had something I wanted to say that Kevin made me think of, but I don't remember it, so it wasn't
Sorry,
very
man.
important.
Sorry.
No, it's good. No, it's cool. I just don't remember.
Great
it.
story, bro.
before
No, cool. Like if you guys think of anything else, otherwise,
I have one thing I want to say, or want to
Sure.
do. Before I go to bed, I just kind of ruffle Nina's hair and be like, well, Nina, you were right. The bandits were there the whole time.
Then she slices you in half with her scythe.
I sort of like
The what?
turn around. I'm like, well, it sort of figured that, like I said, it was our only lead. We should at least check it out. Maybe the more direct
And we
approach is
did.
probably
I'm
better.
not saying I wouldn't. I don't think we did I don't think we did the wrong thing, flying from leads, but you were right, and I think in the future we'll take your thoughts more into consideration on these things.
I just chuckle. I'm like,
normally we just
well,
More like just ignore what you say.
well, you did good with that thing, and I point to the bow. I'm like, make sure you get it enchanted.
If I had the money.
I might be able to help with that, but there's this ring with Swiftwind to consider. That'll probably pay for in its entirety.
Well, there's plenty of things to do with money. We'll see when the time comes. When did we
Hey.
talk to Swift? Oh, we didn't talk to Swiftwind today, did we? We have a spell.
Yeah,
for
do
the
we
game.
want to do that?
He never came down and joined us. We'll have to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
he'd been like he met back up with you guys, but he kind of flew off fairly quickly afterwards.
Yeah, something's bothering him. We'll have Fawn talk to him tomorrow.
You think the whole fire thing in the forest probably is the thing?
Dude, Caven
I don't know.
had
He could do all kinds of stuff. He could be mad we're just kind of dilly-dallying around. Maybe he's confused
Cave-
that we just slaughtered a bunch of people. I don't know.
I can't
David-
talk to him. Well, I probably can by now, actually.
yeah, you can. We're
Right.
2 days in almost.
Yeah, we'll talk to him tomorrow. We'll find out.
I mean, he did do
Caven
good.
has
He
like
found-
2 scorned lovers as animal companions now. Like,
Hedwig is
One's
like
mad-
pecking Swiftwind in his sleep.
yeah. And then Swiftwind's pissed because you're not doing what he wants.
I don't know what he wants to do.
He wants to showboat, and we're not letting him.
Yep. All right, cool. So you guys pass the night. Nothing tries to slit your throats in your sleep.
That's good.
Poison
And you
HP
wake up the next
recovery
day.
Travis.
Yeah.
we-
So you guys recover 1 HP and 1 strength.
Okay.
Oh, we regain 1 HP and 1 strength.
Yep.
Yay!
So I'm at -4 or -3 instead
I'm
of
max
-4.
health.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Shut up, Caven. You're always max
Yours.
health.
Travis, do you have my max health? I actually don't.
It's 41.
41, not 42.
It's slow.
Well, I was already
I
at max.
still have 41.
You told me 41. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I just didn't quite remember.
Nope, 41. So, cool. Keep updating your strength scores, by the way.
No, I will. So every day I will.
Recover instantly. Awesome. So you guys get back on the road. Okay. All right. So you guys are.
I
Oh,
could-
go ahead.
I'm just going to really quickly, while we're riding, I just want to quickly converse with Braun or whoever talked to me in the wagon. Say like, so, Why Marilia?
Huh?
Far away.
It is. I know it well.
Oh, really?
Your kid's pretty sharp. He would do well there.
He kind of looks over and says, well, takes after his mother.
I look at him and I say, I believe it. And then I give him a wink.
He kind of laughs at that.
I say, I write down a name on a piece of, or rather, I don't write down a name. I lean over and say, if you ever make it up there, I don't know what your new path's going to be, but if you ever make it up there, look up this guy. He'll think well of you. Maybe find you some work in town.
So you write down a name? Who's like
No,
this guy?
because I remember they maybe can't write, so I'm going to whisper in his ear.
Here's some words that you don't understand. I'm gonna write it down for you.
What do you whisper? Like, don't keep
I'm
me in the
gonna say it
dark.
I'm not going to say it out loud, but I'll
That's
whisper
fine.
it to you. I'll whisper it
It's
to
a
you.
backstory. Whispers backstory
Yeah.
name insert here.
I mean, I'm almost positive I know who it is, but I don't want
Yeah,
you
no,
to...
it's the name you think it is.
Okay.
I say, look it up.
He nods and says, "All right, yeah, I can look him up."
Another tortured soul is born into the world.
Cool. So, all right. So you guys are heading along. Yeah. Where the hell were we going again? Hayosi, right? Sorry, I'm missing my list here. 1 second.
Damn it, Travis.
You're fired.
I know, right? I'm fired. Rocks fall. Cool. Why don't Faunolin, why don't you
Yes?
give me a d6?
I can do that.
Right, we also need to talk to Swiftwind today.
3.
I don't think it's the next day yet.
3. Okay.
Yeah, well, it is. We got the rest and everything. So
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it is the next day.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, did you want to say anything
I
to
would
Swiftwind?
love to talk to Swiftwind and see why
Yeah.
he's so pissy with us.
Okay. Cool.
Not words
Yeah, I
like
mean,
that.
you guys, he came down in the morning. So what do you say to him?
I would say, hey Swiftwind, notice you've been a little bit upset. Is everything okay?
Oh, sorry. Let me get my timer. I assume you're casting.
Yes.
Hey, DM's unprepared. That
Right?
counts. 3
Extra
questions,
minute.
no time.
Extra minute.
No time
Yeah,
counted.
yeah,
I asked a question, then cast.
Yep. So it was
Oh,
4 minutes.
That is next level. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is
Next
next
level.
level stuff.
next level.
Boom.
Okay.
So, awesome. You cast.
Swiftwind,
says-
I noticed you've been really upset with us. What, is everything okay? I can understand you right now, by the way. We can actually
What?
speak.
Yes, finally. I must say, my dear, I'm rather disappointed in myself.
What's wrong?
I spotted that last twerp trying to escape, stripping off his armor, but, well, I flew down to alert you, and by the time I took back off, he was gone.
That's okay. It's understandable. Things happen. We couldn't get him either.
Just
and
not.
there's
You
4 of
told me
us.
to stay in the air, and I failed.
It's okay. It's okay. Swiftwind will find him. Don't worry about it. He's injured.
Yeah, he
you
kind
know,
of
he'll
like
probably have a
you-
limp or something.
Yeah, you see him like actually look both ways, and he kind of comes a little close, and he says, "Please don't tell Caben this, but my vision is quite terrible."
Oh. Well, that's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You know, we're
You
we're a
seem-
team.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Fawn. You bipeds seem to possess much better depth perception than myself. Once I
That's-
got back in the air, I couldn't find where he went.
That's okay. It happens to the best of us. We'll find him, and if we don't, you know, maybe he'll succumb to the elements or something like that because he's injured. We can only do
If he
so much.
does, I will clop him on the head with my hooves.
That sounds perfect. That sounds like something you could definitely do. I turned to everyone and I was like, do you have any questions for Swiftwind while I can talk to him?
Just
I
that
see
you
this
did
in
a-
common.
Just that you did a really good job, Swiftwind.
Yeah, so I
You-
mean,
you found the encampment for us, and thanks to that, you were able to accomplish our task. You got
yeah,
the
so I
stolen
turned to
stuff
Swiftwind and
back.
I say, yeah, I mean, we're all thankful for your help. Without you, we wouldn't have that
I
extra
still
bit
don't. Yes, I appreciate the appreciation, but I still don't understand what this is all about.
Some people
Swiftwind.
out there are just bad, and you know that's just the way it is, and we have to try and get rid of these bad people.
No, I
I pipe in-
understand that,
We
but
can't- we can't
what was
understand
the
him.
purpose of all this?
No, I just pipe in blindly when she said, "Do you want to say anything?" And I
Oh.
say, "Swiftwind, we're about done with this mission, but I'm interested in what you had to tell us about a mission before, off to the east,
North, wasn't it?
north and east."
North, yeah.
Mission? I'm not.
The things,
some
the
sort of
creatures that you
wizard
saw that
tower
had
or
weapons.
weapons, creatures,
Shit.
quest.
Something about a
heading-
tower.
Jeez, Fauntlin, I'm not entirely sure I understand.
North, there's a
remember
series of
any
large
towers.
hills
He
that
found-
seem
he
too
saw
regular. They're
ruins
like
with
claw
some-
marks
Oh,
breaking
oh,
the
oh,
land.
yes. You were asking me about things you bipeds seem to cherish. I can't entirely claim to understand your sensibilities.
Does
Not
he
that
know what
they're
we're
wrong.
talking about, Fawn?
Yes.
Can he show us the way soon?
Could you tell him to stop interrupting? It's rather
Great, shut up.
infuriating. I must admit.
Okay, go on, Swiftwind.
Can you
Yes,
tell
well-
him to stop neighing at me when I'm talking,
Shut up,
Fawn?
Durian. Go, Swiftwind, go. Just ignore him.
You know, of the four of you,
Swiftwind,
I
it's
like
okay.
him the least.
Good. I think we
Even
feel
though I'm the
same.
most responsible for his safety.
Always crude, that one. Well, anyway, as I was saying,
I've just
as
been
I
waiting
was
for
saying, I noticed some pipeds. They seem to have a good amount of these shiny materials you seem to covet
Okay.
so much,
We like the shiny materials. Yes.
as I have noticed. Nonetheless, it's some ways north of here. I would be more than happy to direct you. There were some other creatures that.
There we go. I was waiting for it.
I say, Swiftwind, I'm sorry, the spell has ended. I am going to work my hardest to get that ring so I can talk to you all the time. I promise.
And I actually, when she says that, I pull it and like we can afford it. We'll get it made right away.
Before we go to this place you're telling us about, we're gonna get that ring.
Yeah.
And I turn to everyone and I say, we're getting that fucking ring.
Yeah, it's okay. I got it
No
covered.
ifs, ands, or buts, guys.
No. Forward.
Can't do
I pull out a
this.
giant sack of gold. I've got it
Yeah,
covered.
Nina's gonna pay for the whole thing and I'm gonna wear it.
No, I'll let you borrow it, but
Well,
it's in my
we're
possession
also,
unless
we'll
someone
get
wants to
some
use
kind
it.
of compensation for this, probably. Hopefully.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
But while we sit down
Onward.
here, I want to pull
Yeah.
out my bag of good oats. Give him some good oats.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
are-
he's
are
totally
you
into
gonna-
good oats.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna sew them?
No.
You sew your-
No, I'm not.
Oh,
No.
God.
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't make
Anyway,
make sense.
Stop,
It wouldn't
stop,
make
stop.
sense to start a farm right here. Anyway,
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
that and tell him good job. Glad you're around. Have some breakfast.
Yeah, he seems much less irritated at this point. Cool. So you guys continue on. And Fawn, what did you get me on that D6?
3.
A 3. Excellent. Give me 1 second here.
Dun, 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 dun. This is interesting.
Oh, right, wrong. So that's 3, 3. Okay, cool.
I'm worried about this 3.
Nah, that'd be fine.
Well, you rolled high, right?
It's a 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a 1. You'll be fine.
Oh, it was a D6. That's fine.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
A 3 and a D20.
Yep. So you guys are heading along, and you pass the next day uneventfully.
That's
Um,
good.
it is.
Or is it?
Next
It
night, no problems. And you guys make it to Hayosi with no issues.
So that's 2 days of full rest then? Or If I can keep track of this.
Um.
Well, I need to keep track of it.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
literally-
Two more days. Yep.
Alright, so 13
So 2 more hit
SDR.
points, 2 more strength.
So 5 more
Healing
days
for-
of rest, and I'll be back to normal.
Yeah. You guys ride into Heyosi. Do you repeat the same process with we're council business?
Yeah, I guess. No
Yeah.
reason to
I
change
guess I'm
that.
asking Jimmy.
Yeah, I go up same routine. I mean,
Okay.
I just keep them in the back, but I go up.
Yeah.
I say, Durian Burr on council business, and I show the writ basically.
Yep, no problem. You guys get through. Do you stay in town? Do you head to CN?
Time
No.
of day.
It works.
Uh,
Yeah, time of day. in this
You
is
roll
check.
in like late in the day.
Hmm.
Like it's actually probably getting dark by the time you roll in.
Durian's city habits are wearing on him, so he's gonna say, "Guys, why don't we just get at least one night in a bed and then go out tomorrow?"
I suppose we could.
I'll get a big. Well, we're gonna need to watch the family in the room just to be sure, and we'll need to take the package and put it in the most populated place, right, Nina?
What was that? Sorry.
The package.
Yeah, we probably want to get
particularly
that
heavy
ASAP.
package. We need to move it up into a room somewhere. But
Yeah,
people
I
are going
mean-
to see us moving that, so.
Yeah, like, it comes down to moving it, and people are going to see us, or we can go on the road, and people won't particularly know where the package is. I know we're not staying in inns.
Oh,
or,
I'm
like,
tired,
staying in
Nina.
but-
I'm tired of the road. Let's just get one night in a bed, please.
Random
Okay.
encounter, we all die.
But I mean, like, all that comes upstairs, you know that. Like, we're not leaving it.
No, let's
In
eat
the-
outside.
Well, we can't afford it to get stolen at all. It's...
It was
All right,
fine
what are we
last-
doing then,
It was
party?
fine the last
Us-
3 nights.
hey. We got a pregnant woman. She could use a decent meal. We got Russell. Like,
We're also doing them a favor.
I mean, if we stay here, then there's at least 2 people on guard out here at all times.
They are infinitely more safer if we're on the road, like we agreed last time.
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we can rest a lot in CN.
If we get him to CN, let's put him up in an inn.
But
all right.
I'll
Depending on
cover
what
the
happens
cost.
with the
All right.
council, I
All
guess.
right. All right. You're right. Let's do it. You're right.
Cool. It's
I
So
can
you
do
more
guys, you guys ride on through.
I
Although
like-
last time we
I
saw
like
the gnome, he
my
was at
reins on The
CN.
horse is a little bit too harder than necessary. I'm just like a little frustrated.
Okay.
but-
Yeah. So you guys end up camping on the road. You can tell that like Aaliyah's fairly uncomfortable, but like no
Thanks.
one's complaining.
I mean, if they ask questions, we just explain the situation that
They don't.
you know, it's
They
one
don't
more
ask
to-
questions.
one more town.
Josh, they don't ask questions at all.
And we don't.
And you guys get back to CN.
Oh shoot!
So one more night worth of healing. And you guys are rolling into
Yay! I'm back to normal.
I'm so strong again.
Strong. So
4 more
strong.
days.
Thank you.
the capital. 4 more days.
Okay,
Oh,
if I dedicate myself to serious sleep, can I double the healing rate, or how does it work? Like, I do
Well,
nothing
if I
but
put
rest.
my- myself in a
we'll cross
coma.
that bridge when we get to it.
Do I
Um,
heal faster?
Yeah, so you guys pull into CN, and it is late the next day. Probably 5 p.m. or so.
Well, we need to put them up in an inn, then see Lord
we,
Tegan.
we queue up first. Are we in the city yet?
Yeah, I assume you repeat the same process.
Same deal.
Yep, you get let right in.
I say, guys, we need to talk. Let's go find a spot, rent a room.
Well, I sort of whispered during, do we want to have a runner tell Lord Tegan we'll be seeing him soon?
No,
Oh.
they They probably already know. They probably have a watch out on the guards. But I just want to talk before we go into this conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys are alone. Converse.
Good.
Oh, I assume Swiftwind
We
is
are
with us
alone.
now because it's Cian.
Yes.
He can come in.
Did you-
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get too much hassle bringing him in.
I mean, we've done it once already. It'd
Yeah,
be weird
I
to
just
get-
said you don't get
If,
too
if
much
he
hassle.
comes
bringing
in,
him
I say like, let's talk amongst ourselves just for a moment. I mean, I want to talk just the four of us.
Yeah, Russell's like enthralled by the like. Swiftwind hasn't really been staying around you guys, and now that you're in town, he like comes up and is petting him and is like, "This is pretty cool for him." So yes,
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
tell Juan and Aaliyah, and I'm like, stay close. We're just gonna be in the room over here. Just stay close to the end, okay? For your own
Okay.
safety, please.
Yeah, I mean they don't really have paper, so yep,
Yeah.
no problem.
So we go into this private room that I rented. I'll take off money if you want, Travis. But I'm like, okay, we're in town. They may
One
know we're
second.
in town.
During. We can't leave the cargo. I mean, so we should have the conversation at the cargo. It'd be
It's
really
right
bad if we
outside.
got it this way.
It's right
and so-
outside. Nina. It's fine. Our DM just gave a signal that nothing's going to happen. in the universe.
You guys have entered a room and are looking out a window at the cargo.
We're
Yeah,
fine.
We
no.
can jump out the
We're
window
fine.
if we need to.
You can.
I said Swiftwind
Yeah.
is there. That's what
You
it
can
is.
try.
And Swiftwind's there. Nina, guys, we have in our possession the cargo that the Lady Nephish asked us to, acquire.
Yes.
These bandits were also human smugglers for profit, but for a profit that was not particularly profitable to them. I don't agree with their methods, but I do agree that a family, a young family, could be gotten out of the country for very cheap. These people had hearts; they had souls. I don't feel bad about the cargo, though. Basically, what I'm going to say is that we return the silks, the people that these bandits required, and we keep the gold for ourselves. What do you think?
There's no point. It's marked with the
Whoa.
symbol. We can't
We're-
use it.
We're headed north, where it
No,
doesn't.
we this was our
And yeah,
During,
this
you
is
just got talking to by Lord Tegan. He sticks up for you for their job, and now you're gonna steal it?
no.
There's
this is
so
our
much
task.
gold in that cave, and I've become convinced of something is that there's enough gold in there that each of us could take a handful, and they wouldn't notice any is gone. They might in accounting and this and that, but they would assume it's the smugglers. So the point is why is somebody from Laurent Isle transporting this much gold into Cien?
I don't
Lo-
know.
Laurent Isle, where we've only had bad experiences in Crazy Rumor.
We met
I-
one guy that mentioned the Relent Isles.
More than
And-
mentioned.
Well,
Okay,
we know he was there.
He mentioned
That's-
he got his little nasty creations from it. Not exactly I'm experiencing with the whole nation. There's a
Do you
difference.
think you just show up in a place and just conjure nasty creations and then leave without causing a trace? Causing
No,
a
he probably had a reputation like he had in CN. And
Guys,
well,
okay, we're getting down a rabbit hole. My point is,
We're turning
started.
the gold back over. They said they'll compensate us. Lord
They-
Tegan's been nothing but nice to us.
Yeah, I'm not going
this
to do
isn't
something
about
too
Lord
far away.
Tegan.
Yes, it is, because he gave us this job and we're on duty from him.
To steal from here, steal this
Just
is basically
saying,
steal from
guys.
Tegan.
Guys, this is more than the Council of Cien could pay us in a year. Doing this kind of work every week. This is a lot of money.
That's why they hired us, because they knew we'd turn it back. We're turning it in.
Durian, it's
Okay.
not worth it.
Fawn's
mean-
just like, not my decision.
Fawn, at some point these do become your decisions. That's why I asked you about where we stay at night.
Yeah, well, I don't know you all well enough. I'm the most recent person to join the party, and
Fawn, it's been weeks
I'm
now.
not against what you're suggesting, but I'm not for it either, so I will let the others decide.
Oren and I were butt fucking within 3 weeks, so
Excuse me.
I bet Travis.
You never met him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Darian
It's
is
like,
like-
using what?
Who is this Aaron guy?
Darian's like,
How do I?
or Caven's like, you slept with more than just him?
Yeah, no. Fawn, I didn't say that, but Fawn, you've been with us long enough. You are more
I am
than
indifferent to
you're
this
you're
decision.
using passivity as a defense.
I'm saying that I'm indifferent to this decision. I'm fine with taking it, fine with not taking it.
You're
I mean, it's
fine,
also
guys. There's 30, 50,000 gold here. This is not like comparable to the amount we're getting paid, the amount we're bringing back.
Darian, you're not convincing me.
I know I'm not. I don't think I'm going to convince anybody here, honestly. I'm bringing it up just to show you that our services right now are apparently worth, and I like point out the window, that much gold.
Okay, then if
No, no.
they give us nothing in return for this, let's go find better employment. Sure.
It doesn't work that way. I'm just saying that we need to be looking out for ourselves as much as we look out for others.
Okay, well then let's go find these ruins. Let's go find the ruins you were talking about. Let's go do something else. But let's
I'm all
turn this
about
in and
that.
finish this.
That's better to me even than the chest. But that's also more dangerous than that chest there.
I mean,
So
we
you
can't-
want a big payout and no danger.
That's a fairy tale. You know that. And it's
Roll a
says the bard.
D2000.
so says the
Are you
bard.
kidding me? Of course, I want huge payout in a grand story with no danger. Caven, come on, don't you know me by now?
Those don't exist, Darian. And
Guys.
you know that.
Nina, I'm easy to understand. I really am.
I know,
You-
you're getting obsessed with greed and vanity again. It's starting to scare me. Remember, we're on the behest of Lord Tegan to steal this is to
I'm
steal from
explaining.
him.
Guys, I can let this go and I can take a reward because I know Lord Tegan will look favorably on us and maybe give us more work. But I'm saying this is the beaten path. Have you ever considered going off the beaten path?
Sure, let's do it afterwards.
I mean, I grew up off the beaten path.
Exactly. I look at Fawn, I'm like, exactly. Let's go off the beaten path with a chest full of gold.
Nope.
Let's go disappear. Let's go to some random country. Who cares? I'm just saying, I don't want to do that right now, but I'm saying this is where my mind's at. I hope
My
you
only
guys
issue is we're
understand
dealing
that I
with
don't-
someone
I'm
who has
not-
power.
I'm not inherently just greedy. I don't just want the gold.
Caven lets out a laugh.
I want the gold with no strings attached.
There are no strings attached. We
If
turn this
only
in, we
life
get
were that
paid,
simple,
We get our
Durian.
reward.
Life
You
is
mess
what you
with
make.
big players and you get bit.
You get brought up like I was brought up. You know that you can make your life with very few strings attached.
I
But-
think this will come back to bite us as much as I want to do
The
it.
more
I
goals you
think
have, Darian,
bad.
the more strings you're attaching to yourself.
And the more certain little folk are going
Purse
to come after
strings.
us.
God, you gotta be lowering my mood, Nina. That has nothing to do with this. For all we know, that gold's already gone because that little shit came in and filched it all.
Either way,
Speaking
Which
of
I-
that, he was
I-
here last
I'm
time we
not-
were here.
Travis!
yeah, either way, I'm not going to steal it. This is, like I said,
Alright.
this is effectively, in one way or another, Lord Tegan's gold.
I
It
only
was-
brought this up not because I wanted to do this, because I want to get you guys thinking about what you want in the world. Do you
I
want to
know
be
what I
a
want in the
follower, or
world.
do you want to be a leader? Do you want to be a path paver, or do you want to be a plotter along
I
the
want to
beat
know
path?
who I am.
You're talking both. How are you talking
That's
nonsense?
not going to
guys,
come about.
Guys,
That's no. Hold on, Caven. Nina, that's not going to come about from taking missions from merchant. Master Lord Tegan.
At the same time, it's not going to come from stealing gold either.
It's a means.
Okay, so we're not stealing the gold, is what this sounds like. I think we could resolve this here
never.
and we
In
move
fact,
on.
It's never going to steal the gold anyway, guys.
Either way,
Okay, then why did we have this discussion?
Either
It's
way,
a-
let's go turn it in.
Guys, it's
Let's
about
complete the
purpose of
task.
the party. It's about purpose of the party. What do we
Okay.
for? What do we care about? What do we want to do in the world? We can slay
Kill
dragons.
things.
We can slay chimera. Do we want to do that? Is that our
Yes.
main goal? Is our main goal
Yes.
to make money, or is our main goal to be great?
I don't
You
care
can be
about money.
great
I
without
want.
taking all the money.
We set the.
Money
I set
means
out this to.
nothing.
I don't know.
The money does help, though. But
Get a
See,
name. Do an
you
adventure. We've done that. Let's keep on doing that.
Travis is like, "Wahaha."
Who knows? Maybe making a name for myself, maybe someone will remember me. It seems to happen once, although not on the good side.
You got some kind of name for yourself, Dean, that we don't know about.
As we've got somebody who wants to find about their past, somebody who wants to make their way in the world, and I gesture to Caven, and somebody in the middle who I can't figure out yet. Wants to kill, to make amends, to make some coin.
I'll make amends.
Kill
I'm not making
dwarfs.
amends
Hey.
for anything. That's one of those things I do like to do, Caven.
I'm saying,
I'll
I'll
guys,
drink to that.
You know,
I'm just
when
saying,
he
this
says
is a
that,
moment where I want to ask you all, because I don't want to be always seen as the selfish one. What do we want as a party, as a group, in this world? Because there are things out there I have passions for, of designs, I have ideas. Where are we going from here? I'm
well,
not
to
running
my
errands
knowledge-
for the fucking CN Council.
Well, to my
We're not
knowledge,
running
you
errands. They
wanted...
asked us to do this. We said yes. They didn't order us.
Exactly.
We're gonna. I'm not disputing that.
Durin,
We're gonna
Durin.
finish. Caben, think beyond the next step.
I did. I said let's go look at either of these ruin
Uh-huh.
places.
I thought our
You
main
said the
goal
one
was
that
to
the
get
lecture
to
sheet you got
Shimura.
translated. That was some serious
I
background
pointed
lore and
it, yeah.
history. Like that's something
That.
let's go do.
And it
I thought-
excites me.
I thought
You're
that's
right,
what we
Caben.
were going
It,
for.
it does. It does excite me. It does.
Guys, we keep cutting off Josh.
Yeah.
And
I-
I imagine Nina's stronger than both of you, so
Yeah, I
Let her
wanted to
contribute.
when Caven's having man. Exactly, I thought Shimura was our goal. That's what we were aiming for. You know, earning some money to make our way there.
I lean
equipping
forward. I'm
ourselves for
like,
the task.
yes, it is. I want it to be our goal, but I want to know: is it our goal?
It's a goal. Who knows?
I'm fine with it being a goal. I'm willing to go
Who
anywhere.
knows? Who knows if our goals will stay the same or change as we travel there?
Look,
As
you
the
don't-
last time I said,
you don't
helping
need to
Seattle
decide
actually
now.
been-
But
You're
I think
asking
it's
us to map out the rest of our lives. Like I'm
no.
like,
Exactly.
Not at all.
let's go
But
do something. Let's
I
go
You
do
just
something
don't even
afterwards.
understand me, God.
I'm
Either
willing to
way.
complain about what my goals are for myself, or at least for us. But I think we should start to clarify it, because we have an immense. I point out the window again and see a gnome scurrying away with it. No.
I was
With
just
all
gonna
the
say
gold.
it's not a gnome, but it is two black minotaurs. No, I'm joking.
There.
There. I
Like
point
that.
out
I immediately just drove out
I
the window and
say
go,
that- my ends justify many means. No, I agree. I'm not arguing for keeping the money, but I look at a giant chest of gold, guys, money we haven't seen before in our lives, and it makes me think about what our purpose is, what our goals are overall. And I think we're good together. I think we work together. Fawn, I think you're a great addition, and I hope that you feel that you're fitting in here. My point
You
is
do.
that
Minus the not letting me kill dwarves, but
well, they
I
hadn't
say
done us
in
wrong.
Dwarvish to her, I say, you know, they're a lot of fun when you get them drunk.
I have no idea what he just said.
You do recognize that he was speaking Dwarvish.
Anyway, we'll think of
I
that
narrow
future
my
plans
eyes at
during-
him.
No, seriously, Josh, let me just finish this one point. It's just to say, this is a means. I just want to know where the balance skips for you guys, for what we're doing right now versus what we want to do for ourselves. We need to think. It doesn't need to be now. It doesn't need to be the next day or the week. Let's think about it for ourselves. I'm serious. What do we want to do? We're
We can think about
powerful. We're great. We have the makings of legend. Let's think about it.
We'll cross it.
And I'm really looking at Caven during this. I'm like, yeah, Caven.
Like, we'll,
And
we
I
can come
stop and
across it
say,
later.
but we have a delivery to make, and we have some people to take care of, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. On our way down, I point out. Okay. I've been in many inns. How much do I think would cover them to be in this inn for quite a while, Travis?
You drop some gold and you guys head out
Yeah.
toward the council building.
Okay.
And I think we'll end our session there.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
We're tired.
Ended on a
Wait.
big, I don't know, existential examination of our entire party's goals.
Yep.
So
I love it.
What are you
I love
doing
it.
with your life?
Of it. But Durian, I think, has been thinking about it because he doesn't always
Yeah.
want to be to take shit. I like.
Yeah. Guys, like I said, I think we'll end it there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
no, just that's the
Yep.
familiar with.
I love talking about this shit, but that's fine.
Yep.
Travis,
All
great
right.
session. Great session. Playing
Lot of fun.
people in the fucking boxes, man.
Can, and,
I loved your face when I'm like, you pull off the cover of the smallest box, and there's a little boy in there.
yeah.
Like,
What?
I put the cover back on.
So we're gonna sign off here. Just one thing. Can I say one thing? The quality of DM that Travis is. He made up a
Don't.
world, changed the number of months in a year, then adjusted the pregnancy duration,
Yeah,
and then
that-
told us that. That is DM quality. That
Like-
Travis is.
And in case anyone who's watching is wondering, it is 15 months, 25 days each, 375 days in the year.
Why did you
There it
make
is,
it
guys.
so
It's
miserable?
almost
There it
the
is.
same.
There
No,
it
can I-
is.
15 months?
Travis, you're a great DM.
Yeah.
I'm glad,
Thank you.
glad you started
Yeah.
this group when you did.
Can I
Oh,
can I
wait
add a
year.
little?
I thought you
a
meant
little
guest
pop?
station. I was like, that sounds
Yeah.
fucking miserable.
Let's end it actually if we can.
No.
Yeah,
a little,
I think this might be. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
one little prop. Yeah, it's props to you, Travis. Is that I don't know how much you have planned out versus what you think up versus what you will plan later. What's amazing is that I feel like there are things to explore every time. Like things I'm thinking like, oh, okay, like I might need to learn this at some point. And I don't know if you thought it out ahead of time or just we'll make it up. But it's amazing the amount of world building you've done for us. So awesome.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
I appreciate that you guys appreciate it. If you want to explore it, that's awesome.
No, it's great. Loving it. Anyways, guys, send some love to Travis in the chat box. He'll drink it up. Don't let him go to your head,
It
though.
is DM Appreciation Month.
No, it'll totally go to my head. So.
Guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, if you enjoyed the show, give the channel a follow. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, and whatever the hell time it is for Josh.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Aussie time, whatever time zone that is. Anyways, hopefully we're good for next week, Monday.
Should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we'll be back next Monday, guys. Hope you can watch us then. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Great session, guys. GG.
Yep.
Yep.